This autumn night, New Sarum has taken a turn, more than one. Not only has he been excommunicated from his clan, told, or given a task, and told either he does it or he dies. But the weather has taken a chillier air. The sign that winter is closer now is more apparent tonight. The weather may be a concern to some, but for Stefan, this night, he has so many other concerns. So much weighing on his mind. The small haven that he's maintained for 10 years. The job that he's attained. And at this point, he doesn't have a whole lot. He realizes that as far as his monetary resources, he's going to be on bare minimum. Yeah. It's been about an hour. Or no, it's been about 2 hours since he left St. Christina's. On his way, he picked up 3 good-sized cardboard boxes, some packing tape. Boxes are assembled, all laid out in a row. And Stefan is packing away only the most important of the most important and the smallest of his sculpting tools. His books and clothing. This is what his life is going to become for the foreseeable future, if he even has one. He's almost done. He's been packing now for about 45 minutes. Really doesn't have too much, but even still, it's a good amount of packing. He has things laid out about between 2 workbenches. And there would also be the matter of doing some final cleaning of the studio apartment, but he doesn't even know if he can't even fathom the time. He keeps it clean as best he can, night to night. That will have to do. Another 20 minutes pass. He finally has the last of his tools and books pulled off his bookshelf, packed away, all neatly. The first thing was a box of clothing. Can be important. And the only thing that he'll have on him will be the clothes on his back, a pair of casual shoes, more better suited for day-to-day walking on the street, pair of jeans, and a white button-down shirt. His and a sport coat. His cell phone, his wallet, even keys, and a familiar Leatherman that he carries. This is all he will have on him. This is all he will have to make do with. He sits down in his familiar armchair, the cell phone in hand. And he makes a call. He knows it's late. He knows it's very late. But he also knows that Gloria D'Enzo is, well, loyal to him. Almost, I guess, to some degree, maybe like a significant other, but he dials her number as the phone begins to ring. Hello, Gloria? Yeah. Stefan. I know it is late. I know. I don't mean to interrupt your sleep, but something has happened and I really need your help. I I need a place to store some stuff. 3 boxes won't take up much room. Just need it. I need some place to store it where it is secure. It's the most important things that I own. I also need your assistance. Something very crucial with work. It's business related. When I was told I had a 72-hour time frame in which to complete it, but well, of course, time passes, and I need to get it going. I need to get it started, but I need your help, and I need to talk. Can you come over to my apartment? I know. I know. I would not be asking this if it wasn't incredibly crucial. It, to succeed or fail. I'm actually going to make a charisma and empathy roll. Difficulty 7. One success. Okay, so, alright. And perception, empathy. Wits, empathy. Perception, yeah. Okay. Look, it's... I know you have to be at work. Please, Gloria. I need to talk. I need your help with this. It's a matter of life and death. I'm not exaggerating. Please. Don't make me beg. This is hard for me to ask you. Thank you. Just knock on the door. Then you get there, just knock on the door. I'll let you in immediately. Yeah. 30 minutes. Okay. I love you as well, Gloria. With that, she hangs up on her end. Stefan takes a few moments and then finally shuts the phone off, closes it, places it into breast pocket of his sport coat. Good pen, notepad, cell phone, wallet. He keeps his keys on him just, well, because it could be important. They're a small article. And his familiar Leatherman. Almost like a comfort for him if such a thing exists. He sits there listening to some soft, low music. "30 minutes go by. He hears a knock on the door and a voice from the other side. He gets up quickly, goes over to the door, and opens it, ushering in Gloria D'Anzo. Please, come inside. Have a seat." As she looks upon Stefan, he looks as though he's been crying. The truth is, he really hasn't. That would be incredibly messy, but he has cleaned up since, he had ripped clothing and cuts and scrapes. And, those torn up clothes, at least the shirt, disposed of. She looks at him with concern. Yeah. Look, Gloria, I I know. She she doesn't sit across from him. She kind of kneels by him, with an expectant look in her eyes. Stefan looks back down at her. I know. I've been trying to keep up with you more, keep in contact more. Please. And he holds out his wrist to her. Bites. Holds it. And holds back the VTMYTE from the opening of the wound for a moment. Take this as a sign that I still care very much for you. It she can't help but be put off, at least a little bit. It's still an odd thing, but the compulsion deep in the back of her mind at this point is so strong that she can't resist. The VTMYTE in Stefan's veins calls to her. The need for it, overwhelming almost. They're almost completely at this point. It's just too strong. The effects of 4 months of kindred VTMYTE can have a very drastic effect on mortals. She takes his wrist, places her lips gently to the bite wound as Stefan allows the VTMYTE to flow now as she drinks. She drinks a good single point of blood before he kind of takes his wrist gently from her, placing one hand on hers. Gloria, stop. Look. What I have to do is go north to Fletcher. There's someone I need to find, someone who's lost. I am very concerned about both of them, and others I know are concerned about both of them. They are very special to us, special as you are to me. And I need to tell you something that I've been holding back from you. And Stefan, he sits back and he looks at her. This is hard to say. I don't know how to say it without it sounding ridiculous, but it is all true. And as Stefan looks in Gloria's eyes, it's completely heart-wrenching. It wrenches the organ in his chest. It's heartbreaking to realize what he has to do in order to make her understanding go much smoother. He looks intently into her eyes, holding her head up, one hand under her chin very gingerly. And this will be a manipulation leadership role for mesmerism. No matter what I tell you, promise me that you won't think that I am speaking foolish nonsense. At least for this point. Open your mind to possibilities you did not consider. Accept that there are things in this world that are bigger. I see your willpower is 4, so even with that, it's under a complete success. It's still 2 out of 3. That's not bad. Visibly, she relaxes a bit, but it's slow. It's not at once. Very natural, in fact. He's seen the effect of this ability to control minds on mortals, varying degrees of success and failure. The suggestion is not taking hold in her mind as anything unnatural, but it's still it hurts him to have to do it. And even though his heart does not beat, he still feels the pain of the heartbreak in his chest. I guess technically they have not been alive for 10 years. But I am still very much alive. She looks at him confused, but she still has the look of listening to what he's saying. I do not subsist on food and drink. I subsist on blood, living blood. The term for what I am is vampire, undead. Quite literally caught in between breathing life and living death. I know this is difficult to take in. This is difficult to hear, but this is what I am. I will never die of old age. I am technically, for all intents and purposes, immortal. You, my dear, have shown openness, intellect, compassion, trust in me. And that is what makes you beautiful. I chose to bestow a small portion of whatever gifts in this curse that I exist in to you because I saw these traits in you. So, it is fine. but that is not the whole of it. I saved you from death. I got lost in the moment. It should not have turned into what it did, but I don't regret it. Not entirely. It's. I took too much blood from you. Without any quick attention, you would have died, probably. I could not let that happen. Not when you had so much potential and so much that you wanted to do. I understand your goals, your dreams, because that is what is important. There are things you can do now. I don't know if you've noticed it, but probably you might have noticed that you are stronger than you have been. But also, you have the capability to look deeper into anything, all of your surroundings, people, places, even ideas if you really put your mind to it. And all you have to do is focus and open up your perceptions, your sight, your hearing, your touch, your taste, your sense of touch. That's so much more. And I don't regret giving you this gift, not for once. She looks, she looks at Stefan with a look of, like, I'm supposed to believe you, with a look of doubt. But then her expression changes. She looks slightly saddened, but not brought to tears. Not sob story sad, and definitely not annoyed by it. No, no, no. It's it's a combination of emotions. It's anger, anger, confusion, doubt, acceptance, belief. She looks back at Stefan and just nods and asks one simple thing. What she can do for me. How can she help? Stefan looks back at her. I need someone to help provide me. You imagine that all of these gifts, what is the catch? The catch is I exist only at night. I sleep during the day. The, the sunlight is anathema to me. That would destroy me. I need assistance while I'm in Fletcher with a place to stay, safe from the sun and from, well, intrusions. Must remain secret. And I need a place to store these 3 boxes because I am probably going to lose my job and possibly this studio apartment. I have dropped off a letter with my landlords downstairs who run the restaurant, the diner, and explained that I am not moving out, but that I will have to renegotiate. I will need to renegotiate the terms of my rental contract with them because my employment situation is going to change drastically. I may lose my job. So I need a place to store the most important of my things. Everything else that you see here will stay here because I don't intend to lose it. I just need to protect the most important things. She looks at Stefan, nods, and nods. It's kind of, okay. Well, you can store those boxes at my place. I have I have a place you could put them. You know, I have a 1 bedroom, but I I can make some room. Put them somewhere out of the way. The bottom of my closet would work. Thank you, Gloria. Um, I also need to ask if you could accompany me to Fletcher for the 3 days without risking your own job. I don't wish for you to have to go through any hardship whatsoever. I understand hard work. And people deserve what that hard work brings. They deserve to keep it. The expression changes to a she's touched. She's very touched by his words. Very happy, pleased. Almost enraptured. He says that. But I do need some assistance, and this is also why I'm telling you there is quite a bit for you to learn. If you are indeed stronger and able to see beyond what normal people would, I can help you discover these small gifts. To help you. But I really need to be able to stay safe during the daytime. And I trust you with my life, Gloria. She doesn't move for quite a few moments. And then Stefan kind of ushers her back to her feet. Stands up right beside her. Or right in front of her. And plants. And delivers a very gentle kiss to her, to the right side of her cheek, or the right side of her face, on her cheek. And just whispers to her, I trust you more than anyone in this world. She looks at him and ushers him along, grabbing her purse up, placing it over her shoulder. As she motions for him to start picking up the boxes as she heads out the door of the apartment, down to her car. Stefan follows suit, one after another. Or one box after another, he gets all three into the back of her car. And then goes back, closes the back passenger door after the third box is put in the back. Closes the door, walks back up to his studio apartment. A look on his face that, like, with a look of longing. Like it's not something he will miss, but it is something he already misses. Something he intends to return to. He looks at the nearly 20 pounds of soapstone under his large workbench covered up, and a small box on a smaller workbench that has the chips of black granite in it that he saved for something else. He looks at the sitting area on the roll-out carpet, the room dividers, a small record player, the few records he has, the radio it sits on. Turns off the lamp, heads back out the door, closing it and locking it behind him. Hopefully not for the last time, before he walks back down the stairs, knowing that his landlords will hold his mail safe. Or no, knowing that his mail will be safe in his private mailbox. He gets into the passenger side of Gloria's vehicle. And they drive off toward her apartment, where the final stages of preparation will be made. For tomorrow night, he heads to Fletcher. For now, he needs to tell Gloria, or he needs to help Gloria make her apartment safe in the daytime for him to sleep. A weight is lifted from Stefan's mind. A weight that he now realizes has been keeping him down a lot further than he would like. He looks at Gloria. Begins to feel a single tear well in his eye, but he wipes it away and licks his finger. He no less feels the sadness, the realization of what he's done tonight to help her understand. One thought in his mind. Tomorrow night he goes to Fletcher.